rundown of the Caudill family line of the Cherokee Nation. The Caudill family line of the Cherokee Nation was actually from Kentucky. Now, if you look at Bob Blankenship's indexes, Bob Blankenship, at actual Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians member, actually did these indexes. You will see Lou Holland Caudill. Lou Holland Caudill was actually a Caudill. Her husband was James Watson Caudill. He was from Kentucky. This is from the book Cherokee Adares, page 61, the Edward Adair line. David Cornsilk was one of the makers of this book. David Cornsilk, who actually ran for principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. James Watson Caudill also shows up in the History of Cherokee Indians, which was written by Emmett Starr in 1921 and has the original, let's say, old Cherokee Nation family lineages in it. I had to seek out this book to fill in the gaps that was missing from this book. There's another Caudill on the Dawes Rolls. The Dawes Rolls was like 1898 through 1914, and that's a Wilda Caudill. And part of the reason I started seeking all this stuff out is because my grandmother was Phyllis Ray Caudill. Her mother was a Davis. That is my grandmother with her grandmother, Lila Darty. Her grandfather was William Davis, who actually had claims to Lucy Bryant. Lucy Bryant was on the 1817. It was either the reservation or the immigration rolls. And she never appeared on any roll before or after that. So I have been seeking sort of the information, and I went directly to the Cherokee Nation to seek anything that involved Cherokee, lineages or anything itself. That was my grandma, Phyllis Caudill Hillard, and my papa, Esmeralda Hillard, with their children. 2 of them. They had 8. That is my Aunt Debbie and my Uncle David. That is my father, Howard Hillard, my mother, Vicky Swift, with my brother, William, between them. My daughter and myself. I was having her. She just graduated. Of course, me in the 8th grade. The Darty family line, like I said, they tie into the Darty family line. Of course, my grandmother and grandfather with all their children. Carl Caudill never knew his father. Carl Caudill's father sort of disappeared from everything in 1918. So none of us here that are the Caudill descendants actually knew anything about Carl Caudill's grandfather. There we have a picture of Carl Caudill's, father's family, but we don't actually have anything on him much himself. He said he was born in Kansas, so he was born out west. He was the only Caudill that arrived here. He was here less than 10 years, and then he was gone. There's, pretty much almost no information on him. So, we've sort of been seeking that out. And this is actually my maternal grandmother, Vita Baldwin Swift, and her brother, Norman Monzel Baldwin, and of course my Aunt Kathy Swift. They're all deceased now, but that is my mom's line of the Swifts and the Baldwins. So that's just sort of a quick rundown with the Caudills. The reason Lou Holland Caudill shows up as Lou Holland Caudill is because between 1850 and 1860 in the Kentucky Census records, the Caudills for a short time was listed as a Caudill. So if you look for James Watson Caudill on those records, you'll actually find him under the name Caudill for a short time. So when you're seeking out this information, you look for Cherokee information, look for it from the Cherokee people. No one knows more about Cherokee people than Cherokee people. As far as coming across a surname misspelling such as Caudill instead of Caudill, because I know Eli Caudill was listed as a Caudill. I'm talking about my family line. Eli Caudill was listed as Eli Caudill at one time, but he was a Caudill. The original surname spelling of Caudill was Caudle, and it changed to Caudill at a later time. So while you're looking through all this, and make sure that you find enough of the records to be able to tie it all together and make it make sense. Lou Holland Caudill, that is number 605 on the Dawes Rolls, is also Lou Holland Caudill on the Dawes Rolls, but she was a Caudill.